They're trying to burn us out. So let's talk about joy in protest and protest using joy. This is not a new concept. I'm sure you've seen, especially Black women talk about it. Black joy, the Black men frolicking, Black boy joy. These things can be revolutionary. And what I want to talk about is a specific strategy, and one that I've used firsthand and that I've had success with when fighting this new specific, well, not new, this old but newly emboldened specific group that we are dealing with and will need to be dealing with. We, of course, are talking about the boys who have nothing to be proud about, guys who love tiny bad mustaches. It's Nazis. It's always Nazis. So when I lived in the Pacific Northwest, there was a specifically bad Nazi problem. I'm sure there still is. They have some militias. They have some compounds. It's a problem. Aside from the younger ones that would infiltrate our punk shows, hardcore shows, metal shows, and then would get their asses handed to them, we also had the older variety who would march on the Capitol. Because, like, you know how people think that they don't realize that Albany is the capital of New York. They think New York City is. People forget that Seattle is not the capital of Washington. It's Olympia. So one of these little parties they threw for themselves, they had their little permits, and they set up on the steps of the State House. And of course, because they're coward little babies, they had barricades set up with a healthy distance between them and any crowd that might show up. And of course, the police were protecting them. And they had their megaphones and they had their inflammatory signs, and they were there to foment discord, and they were baiting conflict. And so what we did was we rolled up with essentially a DJ kit, amps, lights, disco ball situations, dressed in our gayest of gay attire, hot pants as far as the eye can see. And we drowned them out with a dance party, a gay dance party. And they were so mad and so frustrated, and no one could hear anything they had to say because we were shaking our asses at them. And as the day wore down and their permits expired and they had to pack up and leave, we just danced them out and taunted them and was like, bye, have fun. It was a great dance party. See you next time. Because they wanted us to be scared. They wanted us to be afraid of them. They wanted us to be mad at them. So us laughing at them, dancing at them, being gay at them was the most empowering thing we could do. So in this time of burnout, in this time of being inundated, oversaturated, hate bombed as opposed to love bombed, remember that little acts that we can do don't all have to be reactive to them in the way they want. We can choose to do it with joy when appropriate. We can choose to do it in a mocking fashion, again, when appropriate. And then also when it's appropriate, we do punch Nazis. But I gotta say, the gay dance party, it's easier on the knuckles. It's, less bruising involved. It's a good time.